Ever get that feeling like you're just drowning in browser tabs?
Oh, yeah.
You know, like you're trying to pull together all this
Yeah.
information for like a project or something.
Totally.
It's like the internet has all this knowledge, right?
Yeah.
But finding what you need and then actually like
Right.
organizing it all,
Yeah.
it's a whole other beast.
It really is. It's like information overload.
Yeah.
It's not even just how much information there is.
Well-
It's like actually taking it all in and making it into something useful.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I find tools like Perplexity AI so fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
It's AI-powered search,
Right.
but it's not like just a typical Google search.
No, it goes way beyond.
Yeah.
It really does.
So instead of just like a list of links,
Yeah.
Perplexity will actually give you direct answers to your questions.
Yeah. And it's pulling information from all these different sources, and
Right.
then it summarizes it.
So it's like a super smart
Yeah.
research assistant
That's a great way to put it.
that just like goes and does all the work for you.
Exactly. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg.
Oh,
They
is
have
it?
this new feature,
Okay.
Perplexity Spaces,
Ooh, Perplexity Space.
which is like a whole other level.
Okay. So let's unpack Spaces.
Yeah.
What makes it so different from just like a regular Google search?
So with Spaces, you can actually combine that AI-powered search
Okay.
with your own personal knowledge base.
Okay.
So imagine like uploading all of your files,
Interesting.
PDFs, reports, presentations,
Oh, wow.
and Perplexity actually searches through all of that
Okay.
in addition to the entire web.
So you're kind of creating your own
Yeah.
little search engine
Yeah, your own custom search engine.
that's tailored to
Right.
whatever you need.
Exactly.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And you can upload up to 50 files to a space.
Right.
Each one can be up to 25 millibeats in size.
Yeah.
And this is available to both free
Yes.
and paid users.
Correct.
So what are the paid users getting?
So think of it like
Uh.
upgrading from economy to first class.
Yeah.
With the paid version of Spaces, one of the big things is
Yeah.
you can choose your preferred large language model,
Oh,
or LLM.
okay.
And you know, these LLMs are like the brains
Right.
behind the AI.
Okay.
So with the paid version, you can actually choose between
Interesting.
GPT-4, which is known for its creative writing,
Okay.
Claude, which is great for factual accuracy and summarizing
Yeah.
large amounts of information,
Yeah.
and even Sonar.
Oh, Sonar.
Yeah, which is Perplexity's own model.
Oh, wow.
And it's specifically designed for research.
So instead of being stuck with one type of AI,
Yeah,
I actually get to choose which
you have options.
one works best for
Yeah.
what I need.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
it is. And there's even more customization.
Oh, really?
Yeah, paid users can give custom instructions
Interesting.
to the AI. Almost like creating your own personalized version
Wow.
of these language models.
So I can give it like specific prompts like,
Yeah,
help me with this and make sure it's this tone.
exactly. Exactly.
Ah, that's so cool.
It's like having a research assistant that
Yeah.
you can train
that you can train to.
to work exactly how you want. And on
Okay.
top of that,
Okay.
paid users get access to Pro Search,
What was search?
which goes even deeper into the web.
Oh, wow.
Like really making sure you're getting the most comprehensive results.
It's like having a whole team of researchers.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, so I'm seeing why the paid version
Uh-huh.
is really appealing.
Yeah.
But before we get into all that,
Okay.
let's talk about how this actually like
Right.
plays out in the real world.
Yeah,
Can you give me some concrete examples
absolutely.
of how Spaces is being used
Yeah.
to make people's lives
Uh-huh.
easier and more efficient?
Okay, so let's say you're planning a trip.
Mm.
You can upload your packing list, your itinerary, even travel guides
Okay.
to a space. And then you can ask the AI
Okay.
to create an optimized packing list,
Okay.
taking into account the weather conditions at your destination,
Oh, wow.
recommendations from travel blogs,
Uh-huh.
and it can even remind you about like vaccinations
Oh, that's so smart.
based on your records.
So it's cross-referencing all of
Yeah.
my documents
Uh-huh.
with like real-time information from the web.
Exactly.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is. It really.
What about home renovation?
Oh, yeah. So you could upload contractor proposals
Okay.
to a space
Okay.
and ask the AI to analyze them
Okay.
and like figure out which one offers the best value
Mhm.
based on price, timeline, materials used.
So no more like spending hours
Yeah.
comparing quotes.
Exactly.
That's a huge time saver.
It is.
And for students,
Yeah.
you can summarize lecture materials
Yep.
or clarify confusing topics by combining course readings with additional web searches.
Exactly. So it's like having a personalized tutor
Yeah.
who can pull information from
Right.
your textbooks
Yeah.
and the internet.
This is so fascinating.
It is.
It really feels like Spaces is like
Ah.
pushing the boundaries of what's possible with research.
It's a great example of how AI is evolving
Yeah.
to not just like give us information,
Right.
but to actually help us understand it and apply it in these meaningful ways.
Okay, so we've talked about how Spaces compares to
Right.
traditional search.
Yeah.
What about collaboration?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Can I share a space with others?
Yeah.
And can we work on research together?
That leads us to another exciting feature
Okay.
of Perplexity Spaces. So Spaces is incredibly collaborative.
Oh.
You can invite up to 10 other people to join your space,
Okay.
which lets you share uploaded documents,
Uh-huh.
custom instructions, and even work on searches together.
So it's like a shared
Yeah.
research hub
Exactly.
where everyone can like contribute their knowledge.
It's so much more efficient than like
Yeah.
emailing documents back and forth.
Right. Or trying to keep track of
Yeah.
shared folders and all
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
That's such a mess.
It is.
You could even share specific search results
Yes,
with
yeah.
anyone, even if they don't have a Perplexity account.
You just send them a link.
Oh, cool.
Super easy to share insights,
That's awesome.
collaborate with colleagues, clients,
Okay.
even friends,
Oh, wow.
if they're interested in the same stuff.
So it's not just about doing your own research.
Right?
It's about sharing your knowledge with other people.
Yeah. Expanding your understanding through collaboration.
I like that.
Yeah.
But what if I'm working on something
Uh-huh.
that's a little sensitive
Right.
or private?
You have total control
Okay.
over the privacy settings for your spaces.
Okay.
You can keep them private just for you
Okay.
or open them up to collaborators
So-
or even the public.
Okay. So you have full control.
It depends what you need.
Gotcha.
It's all about,
Right.
managing your information the way that works for you.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Spaces gives you a lot of flexibility
Yes.
and control over your research.
A lot of control.
But I'm curious, can you actually
Yeah.
create content from all of this research?
That's where things get really exciting.
Okay.
So with the paid version of Spaces,
Yeah.
you get this other feature
Okay.
called Perplexity Pages,
Perplexity pages.
which lets you instantly turn your research
Right.
into a formatted blog post
Okay.
with headings, summaries, even source citations.
So I can go from researching a topic
Yeah,
to having a full blog post
that's ready to share,
ready to go.
all within Perplexity.
That's incredible.
It is, and it's not just like a simple copy and paste.
Okay.
Perplexity Pages actually takes the information,
Uh-huh.
pulls out the key insights,
Oh.
and structures it in a way that's clear, concise, and engaging.
So it's like an AI co-writer that helps you take your research
Exactly.
and make it into something.
Yeah, and it handles all the sources, too.
Does it cite both my uploaded documents
Yes.
and the web pages it pulls from?
That's one of the coolest things about it.
Wow.
It keeps track of all of it.
That's a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Especially for students
Especially for students.
doing academic research and stuff.
Yeah, it automatically creates citations. Makes it really easy to
make sure you're not plagiarizing.
Right, to properly attribute your work.
How customizable is it?
It's very customizable.
Can I edit the text that it generates?
You can edit the text.
Okay.
You can add your own sections.
Uh-huh.
You can add your own insights.
Yeah.
You can even add images.
Oh, wow.
You can generate images with AI
Okay.
or upload your own.
So it's not just about
Right.
automating the writing process.
It's about giving you the tools to
create high quality, well-researched content.
that reflects your voice.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
And once you're happy with it,
Yeah.
you just click publish.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But where does it get published?
So when you publish a page,
Uh-huh.
it becomes part of the Perplexity ecosystem.
Oh, okay.
So it's like this constantly evolving library
Oh, wow.
created by Perplexity users.
Okay.
And here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
These pages can actually show up in Google search results.
What? So my blog post that I created in Perplexity could
Yeah.
actually rank on Google.
It could.
Wow.
So anybody could see it.
That's both exciting and a little scary
It is.
because it means like anyone could be
Yeah.
a published author.
Anyone with an internet connection
Yeah.
and a Perplexity account.
It opens up so many possibilities.
It
for
does.
sharing knowledge and ideas.
But it also raises questions about
Right.
quality control.
Yeah, and misinformation.
Exactly. If you hit on a really important point, it's a lot of responsibility.
It is. As these tools become more powerful
Yeah.
and more accessible,
Right.
we have to be mindful of the responsibility.
We need to be critical consumers
Absolutely.
of information,
Yeah,
whether it comes from a human or an AI.
that's right.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
So it's not about like
right.
blindly trusting the AI.
It's about using it as a tool
Yeah.
to enhance our own understanding,
Right.
our own decision-making.
We have to be critical thinkers.
Yes.
No matter what.
Always questioning the information
Uh.
that we're presented with.
And looking for other perspectives.
Exactly. And it's also important to remember
Okay.
that AI, at least right now,
Yeah.
doesn't have the same nuanced understanding, critical thinking abilities
Right.
as a human expert.
That's a good point.
So spaces can help us with information,
Yeah.
but it's still on us to
Analyze it.
analyze it, connect the dots.
Draw our own conclusions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So AI can be a really fantastic tool to augment our abilities.
Yeah.
But it's not a replacement for
It's for human intelligence.
human intelligence.
Right.
And it's worth noting that while Spaces offers a lot,
Yeah.
especially with the paid features,
Uh-huh.
it's still pretty new.
Right.
As with any new technology,
Right.
there might be unexpected challenges or
Yeah.
limitations.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Exactly, as more people start using it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's important to approach any new technology with some skepticism.
With a healthy dose of skepticism.
Yeah.
Be prepared for that learning curve.
And it's important to acknowledge
Yes.
that not everyone have access
Yeah.
to these advanced AI tools.
That's a really important point.
While Perplexity has a free version of Spaces,
Yeah.
to get all the teachers you got to pay.
You have to pay it.
So it raises questions about equity and access,
Uh-huh.
especially for students
Yeah.
and researchers
Right.
who might not be able to afford
Right.
a paid subscription.
Absolutely. That's a crucial consideration.
It is, as we move towards a world
Uh-huh.
where AI plays such a big role
Right.
in how we get information.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that these tools
Are available to everyone.
Yeah.
Not just the people who can afford them.
Couldn't agree more.
The democratization of knowledge
Yes.
should be a priority.
That's priority.
Not a privilege.
Yes.
But despite these downsides,
Yeah.
you can't deny that tools like Perplexity Spaces
Right.
are changing how we approach
Oh.
research, learning, content creation.
Yeah.
It really is a new era of information.
Yeah. It's like AI is our partner
Exactly.
in helping us understand all this knowledge.
It's both exciting and challenging.
It is.
As we keep exploring these tools,
Right.
we got to use them responsibly,
Everybody.
ethically, and with a critical eye.
That's a great takeaway.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Perplexity Spaces, what is like the one question you want to leave our listeners with?
Ooh, good question.
Something that'll get them thinking.
Okay, so for everyone listening,
Yeah.
as AI gets more and more integrated into our lives, how will it change not just how we learn and create,
Right.
but how we think, collaborate, solve problems?
Oh, that's a big one.
It is.
Really makes you think about the bigger picture.
Yeah, what other creative and practical applications
Yeah.
can you imagine?
All right. For this technology,
For blending personal knowledge with AI web searches.
the possibilities are kind of endless.
They really are.
As these technologies evolve,
Yeah,
it's our responsibility
it is.
to make sure they're being used for good.
For good, to empower people,
Yeah.
to foster collaboration,
Mm-hmm.
to unlock the full potential
Yeah.
of human knowledge.
I think that's a perfect note to end on.
I agree.
To all of our listeners out there,
Yes.
keep exploring.
Keep questioning.
Keep pushing the boundaries
Yep.
of what's possible
Yes.
with these awesome tools.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's important to remember that AI,
Right.
it's still in development.
Right.
We need to remember that the information it gives us,
Yeah.
whether it's summarizing a research paper or like giving us packing suggestions,
Yeah.
all of that is based on the data it's trained on.
Okay.
And that data might have biases.
Right.
and-
Limitations.
So we need to be aware of that.
We do.
It's not about just like blindly trusting
Right.
the AI
It's about using it
Right.
as a tool
to help us.
to help us understand and make better decisions.
Yeah, we need to be critical thinkers,
Absolutely.
no matter what.
Always question the information.
Question everything.
Yeah. And remember that AI, at least right now, doesn't have that nuanced understanding,
Right.
that critical thinking
Yeah,
that a human expert has.
that's a good point.
Spaces can help us get the information
Right.
organize it.
But it's up to us
Up to us.
to analyze it.
Connect the dots.
Draw our own conclusions.
AI is a tool.
It's a tool.
It's not a replacement
Not a
for
replacement.
human intelligence
Exactly.
or judgment.
And Spaces is great,
Yeah.
especially with the paid features, but it's still pretty new.
Right?
And like any new technology,
Right.
there might be some unexpected challenges
Gotcha.
as more people use it.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Any new technology
Yeah.
comes with a learning curve.
absolutely.
And I think it's important to acknowledge that
Yes.
access to these tools isn't universal.
Right. Not everyone can afford it.
Perplexity has that free version.
Right.
But to get all the good stuff,
You gotta pay.
you gotta pay.
Which raises questions about
Yeah.
equity and access
For students and research.
who might not have the money
Exactly.
for a paid subscription.
That's a crucial thing to think about.
It is as we move towards this world.
Yeah. Where AI is such a big part
Right.
of how we get information
We need to make sure these tools
are available to everyone.
to everyone, not just the people who can afford it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Democratization of knowledge.
Should be a priority.
It should be a priority, not a privilege.
Not the privilege, yeah.
But even with these downsides,
Yeah.
you can't deny that these tools are changing how we think about research and learning.
It really is a new era of information.
And it is.
It's like AI is our partner now,
Exactly.
helping us navigate this crazy amount of information.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
It's also challenging.
It is challenging.
As we keep exploring these tools,
Right.
we got to use them responsibly.
Responsibly and ethically.
With a critical eye.
Yeah. So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
what's one question you want to leave our listeners with?
Okay, so for everyone out there listening,
Yeah.
think about this.
Okay.
As AI becomes a bigger part of our lives, how is that going to change how we think? Wow. How we collaborate, how we solve problems.
It really makes you think about the bigger picture.
What other cool applications can you think of
Right.
for using AI with your own personal knowledge?
Yeah.
It's really amazing what's possible.
It is. And as these technologies grow,
Yeah.
it's our responsibility to make sure they're used for good.
For good, to help people, to bring people together.
I think that's the perfect note to end on.
I agree.
To all our listeners,
Yes.
keep exploring, keep questioning
Just keep pushing the boundaries.
of what's possible with these amazing tools.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening, everyone.